Hello and welcome to the Simpsons game for the Xbox 360. Now this is a platformer and was released on the 2nd of November 2007. The video will be split up into the segments: the story, whilst trying to get as many collectibles as possible, then clearing up the collectibles, getting all the time trials done, and then finishing the levels within the time limit given. Now the completion time is around 20 to 25 hours, but I will narrow that down into a video today. Now, without further ado, let's begin. We start off the game as Homer in the land of chocolate. Now, the opening sequence for the tutorial level shows Homer eating parts of the land of chocolate and being confronted by the white chocolate rabbit. Homer then starts chasing after the white rabbit to go eat it. Now, halfway through this level, we get our first collectible, which is the beer duff cap. We also have some cliches, which are basically like video game kind of mechanics that the game references, such as double jumping, invisible walls, etc. After eating the white chocolate rabbit, Homer wakes up and realized it was all a dream and irritably demands if it's too much to ask to have the power to eat everything in sight and turn into a giant ball.
And turn into a giant ball? Is that too much to ask? Damn you, reality!
Finishing level 1, aka the tutorial, leads us into the open world of Springfield. Now there are collectibles dotted everywhere, and I will get these at the very end. The second level is Bartman Begins. Bart buys Grand Theft Scratchy from the Sequel Stop store, only to have it confiscated by Marge. She puts it in Homer's underwear drawer, along with his BB gun and swimsuit magazines. And when Bart goes into an alley outside, he finds the Simpsons Game manual that falls from the sky. When Bart tries out his powers, he turns into Bartman, and finds Homer, and they go down the manhole near the Springfield Natural History Museum. While underground, they find out that Jimbo, Kearney, and Dolph have been sent by Principal Seymour Skinner to steal museum artifacts. I do some platforming through the first area of the museum, which I absolutely love the design of. In my opinion, this is one of my favourite levels. Now there are very good levels in this game. This game overall is amazing, other than some very annoying moments later on. But we progress into the next room. Now this room is the little dinosaur exhibit. Now this is very simple as well. You have to climb up the ladder, get on top of the dinosaur, and glide into the next room where we defeat the first bully. Bart gets his first power-up of the game, Robo-Bart. Now this is kind of a helmet that shoots lasers and lets you one-hit any enemy. Now, we have to defeat the bully by shooting the target that he is hiding behind. This makes him move forward into the other displays, and once he gets out of the final display, we can beat him down.
You weren't a complete loser. Ha! Next time you'll think twice about doing your job.
The final area of this level is the space area. Now this is where we fight the final bully, and this is where I actually struggled quite a bit because the platforming is it's not bad, but it's not the best, because you know it's an Xbox 360 game from before I was even born. It was made like 5 months before I was born or something, or 6 months, something like that. Anyways, we fight through the security guards, platform our way across the platforms, aka the spaceships and the meteorites and the rocket engines, then we fight the final bully. This then shows us the cutscene where Skinner is getting arrested.
Gliding and slingshot abilities. We're just henchmen, man. Skinner hired us. Principal Skinner?
Yes, it is I. I mean, me. No, it is I, yeah. The city cut our science budget so much I needed to steal from the museum just to have visual aids.
I've never heard of such an evil plan. You're like if the Iron Sheik had a baby with Rowdy Piper, times 1,000,000,000.
This Azoraptor's coccyx would have inspired a generation of students to fall in love with science. Oh well, looks like it's jail for me.
Sorry. Would have been here sooner, but I can't get the hang of this dang map quest. Turns out there's a north and a south Elton Avenue. Really messed me up.
You've learned a valuable lesson, Skinner. Confessing to crime doesn't pay. Book 'em, Wiggum.
I know I'm supposed to book 'em. Gosh, you don't have to be such a jerk about it.
I think I'm gonna like having unbelievable superpowers.
The third mission in the game is Around the World in 80 Bites. Using Homer's new powers, Homer competes in the annual Duff Ultimate Eating Challenge contest, with Bart helping him.
That does sound a lot classier.
What are you worried about? You have video game powers on your side. It's like cheating, but cheating.
Woohoo! Cheating!
Duffman welcomes you to the Duff Ultimate Eating Challenge.
I dedicate this gorging to my dearly departed mother. She choked here in a haggis eating contest.
Hoy recuperaré mi dignidad.
With great hunger comes great responsibility.
Gentlemen, start your digestive tracts. On your mark, get set.
Essentially, during this competition, we have to make our way through different lands. The first land is China. We have to hop over the Great Wall into the next area, which is Australia. This area is quite short. Well, both the first areas are very short as they are one small little area compared to the other ones. The third area is Mexico. We have to destroy the taco, then make it into Germany. You can speed through Germany by just going up the ramp, which leads into Paris. Now, this is the first actual section of the level where you need to swap to Bart by climbing the Eiffel Tower and gliding up onto the wall into Scotland.
I surrender. Take my badge.
As Homer, you have to knock over the stone pillars, then jump onto the bagpipes. Upon jumping on the bagpipes, it will shoot out air for Bart to glide onto the next wall. Now, the second to last area is Italy. This one is very simple as well. You have to climb up the Colosseum, then use Bart to climb up onto the Golden Gate Bridge, where you glide into America and defeat the Statue of Liberty.
I don't think I've ever seen such a beautiful sight.
To defeat the Statue of Liberty boss, you have to stomp on the quarter and then roll into the cracks on the front of the statue. Now, this lets you break it off into pieces and the burger will fall. Upon destroying the burger and eating all the pieces, it plays a cutscene.
Homer, you did it. Geez, that was my choking hand. Still, you did great.
Homer, Duffman is proud to declare you our ultimate eating champion. Oh yeah. Here to present you with the Red Barkley Championship belt is last year's champion. Ooh, we'll need to get that adjusted.
Akira, how did you win? You're so tiny.
Technique. And now, the losers have to clean up. Oh yeah.
Mission 4 is Lisa the Tree Hugger. Essentially, Bart tells Lisa of her new powers and decides to stop Mr. Burns' lumbering company from cutting down the trees.
That manual has staggering metaphysical implications. We have to take it to the proper authorities.
We could do that, but wouldn't you like to know what your powers are first?
I have powers? Wow. With these abilities, I can be a force for social justice.
Oh God, can we skip this level?
Come on, it'll be fun. You can hurt a lot of bad guys.
Well, if there's gonna be hurting.
So, we'll cut down all the forests in Springfield and turn each tree into a single luxury toothpick.
Great idea, Mr. Burns. One tiny question, won't that lead to environmental disaster?
If you want to make an omelet, you have to wreck a few planets.
Well said, sir. Well said.
After destroying several machines, they save birdwatchers Lenny and Carl stuck under a tree on a conveyor belt. Upon destroying the main factory, however, Bart and Lisa accidentally lay off hundreds of workers. Mr. Burns decides to have his goons rough up Al Gore at the destruction of his plant.
Retrain in a field with a brighter future. future, like daycare management or sports massage.
But I've been a logger all my life. My daddy was a logger, and his daddy before that, and his daddy before that.
Hey, great story.
All I wanted was to destroy our delicate ecosystem, and this is the thanks I get.
I'm sorry, sir. You want me to have some goons rough up Al Gore?
I'd like that.
Mission 5 is Mob Rules. Essentially, Marge watches as Martin Prince carjacks Ned Flanders' hatchback after purchasing the new Itchy and Scratchy video game. Despite Mayor Quimby's taking of bribes, she wants to use her powers of mob forming to form a group of protesters consisting of Ned Flanders, Apu, Mo, Waylon Smithers, Jr., Grandpa, Patty and Selma, Kent Brockman, Krusty the Clown, Barney, Gumball, Lenny and Carl, Dr. Hibbert, Captain McAllister, Reverend Lovejoy, Cletus, Ottoman and Edna, and many other characters. Though the police forces to intervene, the mob is able to take down the town hall, only to find that the mayor has declared it Itchy and Scratchy Day. However, Maggie is able to call through the ventilation system and watches Quimby take bribes. Maggie is able to heat up the hot tub, forcing the mayor and the video game representative of EA to leave after seeing the destruction and the mob. The video game representative takes back his bribe, and Marge is happy that she managed to stop it.
Slugs who would suck up our sexy sleaze with a smile. Consider yourself unbribed.
Power of your name is Charlie.
You're lame. Yeah, that's right, lame.
The following cutscene after finishing the level shows us the next few levels ahead. Now, one of them is to do with aliens, the other one is to do with the giant donut boy, and finally the evil dolphins. The next level is full of references, and I genuinely love all the references in this level. Enter the Cheatrix is level 6. After the aliens attack, Bart and Lisa go to see Professor Frink, but he's been transported to a different world and they decide to follow him. When they reach the world, it is a giant video game world full of versions of popular video game characters such as versions of Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog. They find that Frink has been kidnapped by an ape, a parody of Donkey Kong. Bart and Lisa enter the main game room where we run into some more references. Now we have Ryu from the Tekken series, as he shoots obviously the fireballs with his fists, and also we have the posters such as Metal Gear Solid 4, Bites Night, and many more such as Need for Speedos. But Lisa uses her new Hand of Buddha powers to send the ape into the acid. As the ape is sent into the acid, he gives a thumbs up, similar to the T-800 when being melted down in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Frink gives them cheat codes, but decides to stay in the video game world because he was marrying a Koopa from the Mario franchise.
Here's my everything. Oh, and she's funny too. Oh, I'm very happy.
Invasion of the Yokel Snatchers is the next mission. Bart and Homer go to save the Springfield Mall and Cletus from the aliens. Homer uses his new helium power to fly over to every switch, and when you pull them, steam comes out so that Bartman can fly over them. Once you reach the mall's car park, and both the characters stand in the doors, this leads to a Space Invaders reference where you have to use Bart to shoot all the aliens before they reach the bottom. That's if you haven't played Space Invaders before, pretty much the self-explanatory explanation. I proceed into the tractor beam from the spaceship above, and this leads us into the probing room, where we save Cletus from getting probed, and we fight more aliens in the main room. This is where Sideshow Bob comes out, and turns out he is helping them. But we luckily don't have to do a boss fight, as he stupidly walks into a space rake that the alien has left.
Don't bother crying out in terror. In space, no one can hear you scream.
We're not in space.
Well, we're in a spaceship.
Not the same thing.
It's pretty weird that you'd be working with the aliens.
Try not to think about it too much. Just focus on what an unexpected treat it is to see me here. Besides, you won't live long enough to hear the convoluted explanation. Now, cracks our noble heart. Good night, sweet Simpsons, and flight of aliens, sing thee to thy rest.
I told you to pick up your space rake.
No matter. It was foolish to send a former TV clown to do an alien's work. We will have our revenge. Sorry, my bad.
Bart and Lisa enter the pier. This is the mission Day of the Dolphin. After being zapped by a ray by Kang and Kodos, the aliens, evil dolphins invade the pier from Treehouse of Horror XI, and Bart and Lisa need to help the sea captain to defeat the dolphins and aliens. It appears that when you levitate as Lisa in the last part of the level, the sea captain says dump the jellyfish in the water. Snorky, the leader dolphin, goes into the water, so like the Treehouse of Horror XI episode, Snorky is the king dolphin. The level ends with possibly killing Snorky and a good end on the level, until Kang and Kodos are in their spaceship waiting for revenge and for their lovely egg rolls to be done.
That constitute your lives.
They foiled our plot. We must have revenge.
Revenge!
Vengeance.
Revenge!
Payback is ours.
The mini egg rolls are done.
Egg rolls.
Delicious!
Hot. Revenge.
Revenge!
Egg rolls.
Dipping sauce!
Egg rolls.
Revenge!
It is now time for Shadow of the Colossal Donut. The level starts with the news anchor Kent Brockman talking to Bart and Homer saying, "Are you insane?" Then Homer starts talking into the camera before running off to defeat the Lard Lad Donuts mascot.
Are you and your father insane?
Hi, lady, I'm on TV. I just said your name on TV. Don't tell Carl unless he sees this, in which case, hi, Carl, don't tell any I said your name. Anyways, gotta go.
Bart shoots a slingshot at 3 hatches on Lard Lad, and he has to hop on a hatch and disable his wiring. At the end of the level, Homer is seen punching Lard Lad's crotch and yelling, "Eat fist, Lard crotch." The aliens then seek revenge.
Victory.
Eat fist, Lard crotch.
Shazbot, how could Lard Lad lose to that guy?
Don't yell at Lard Lad when you really want to yell at me. I screwed this whole thing up.
You're right. I do blame you.
Bargain Bin is the next mission. We are getting near the end of the game now. We've got about 7 more missions-ish left. Now, in this mission, the Simpsons family is confronted by an alien spaceship commanded by Kang and Kodos. After Bart points the easy and repetitive way to his family, the alien duo decides to cover up their weak point, making them indestructible to the family. When Homer accidentally spills beer all over the keyboard when trying to play solitaire, while the family are on the internet, they get sucked into the computer and sent to the game engine, where they meet the creator of The Sims, Will Wright, and discover that he is destroying all the copies of an old 8-bit Simpsons game. After saving the games from destruction by disabling the factory, Will Wright rants about his jealous enemies at EA, the video game families meet. The older 8-bit family informs the current Simpsons that their game will be destroyed as well in the future, but the Simpsons tell their older selves that their world is already being destroyed. The 8-bit Simpsons tell them that the only way would be to talk to the creator of The Simpsons, and to get to the creator we have to find 4 other keycards found in the 4 other Simpsons games in this lobby. Whilst in the lobby we see a lot more references, such as Mortal Kombat, Star Wars Command & Conquer, Planet Speedville, Half-Life, Snore, and Need for Speed. There are also more on the second floor, such as Grand Theft Auto from earlier, Dead Space, Mega Man, and Sitar Hero. The first mission I enter is Medal of Homer. Now this is obviously a Medal of Honor spin-off. Homer and Bart receive their mission information from Admiral Abe Simpson. Then they wind up in a small French town. There they see Utah throw a rock at one house. Almost immediately 24 white flags pop up in surrender. Admiral Simpson tells Homer and Bart to get those white flags before the French have a chance to kiss German butt. Private C. Montgomery Burns suggests that they should take these paintings for safekeeping. After Homer and Bart take all the white flags, Admiral Simpson gives word that Private Burns stabbed them in the back and is retreating with the paintings on his own cargo ship. There, Homer and Bart have to reach the top of the boat where Private Burns is, planting C4 explosives where necessary. Eventually, Bart gliding and Homer's helium abilities, they reach the top and take Private Burns into custody. As thanks, the mayor of the village rewards Homer with one of their prize paintings, which conveniently has the Private Burns keycard.
Your mustache tickles.
As mayor of this village, I would like to thank you, brave American soldiers. You hid our cowardice and brought back the pride of our village, our paintings.
Dad, can I have some wine? The other kids are doing it.
Sorry, boy. You're an American kid. You have to get your booze from an older creep hanging around outside the liquor store. God bless America.
The next mission is Grand Theft Scratchy, where we play as Marge and Lisa. Now this is obviously a Grand Theft Auto spin-off, and this one is very simple. We have to use Marge's speaker to gather up a bunch of mobs and fix all the houses in the area to make them look good, to make the game look less violent. Now, I took a long time to complete this level as it is very, very, very janky for some reason, but I managed to get it done. Now, the backstory behind this level is Marge and Lisa are in Canine Wood, the setting of the Grand Theft Scratchy game. Seeing all the rundown buildings, cat prostitutes, and constant gunfights, Marge decides to take matters in her own hands and tidy up the place. So she assembles a mob of dogs to fight off violence and fix buildings into more kid-friendly ones. Eventually, they cross the bridge to the other island where Poochie sends a suicide bombing cat Hose to destroy the ice cream truck. But Lisa fends them off, allowing Marge's mob to go and destroy Poochie's concert stage. After that, the senator from Mob Rules appears and is pleased to announce an end to the video game violence. However, a heart-shaped decoration on the candy shop sign falls onto her. Marge and Lisa find the Poochie keycard in her purse, then slowly back away.
This is gonna be the least violent third-person shooter ever.
Great work, ladies. We finally made this video game safe for children. I proclaim an end to video game violence.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
There are now 2 spin-off games left over. We head into NeverQuest, which is a game that consists of the character Marge and Homer as they prepare to enjoy a level without the kids. 3 hobbits, being Rod Flanders, Todd Flanders, and Ralph Wiggum, pass them fleeing from a 2-headed Patty and Selma dragon. While Homer battles the dragon with his girth, Marge leads a mob of children to repair the houses damaged by the dragon. After wounding the dragon enough, it flees to its mountain base, and Homer and Marge continue through a magically sealed door by kicking it open. With the help of a mob of children, they go through a magical castle, while laying waste to any orcs, aka Mo Sislak, or ghosts, Otto the bus driver, in their way. They confront the dragon again, and Homer's gummy ability slays Selma and Patty. They find the Selma/Patty keycard in the monster's nest, and Homer clutches it, calling it his precious, obviously a Lord of the Rings reference. The last spin-off game is Big Super Happy Fun Game. Homer and Lisa appear in a Japanese landscape. Behind them appears Mr. Dirt, otherwise known as Milhouse, only bigger, and he looks almost like Katamari Damestes, king of all Cosmos. Lisa once again refuses to be his queen, resulting in him complaining on what more he has to do to win her over. So, Homer and Lisa reach the village where blue sumos, appearing like comic book guy, emerge from the filthy water. Lisa uses the hand of Buddha to place the 3 lanterns back in their slots around the well. From it appears Mr. Sparkle, who tells the disrespectful energy company seeking to take over the land. To restore harmony, Homer and Lisa have to find the 3 Sparklemon, a parody of Pokemon, in the 3 corners of the earth. Crossing a field of lava to the well of fire, Homer and Lisa battle Jimbo's Pikachu like Sparklemon in a Pokemon-style cutscene battle. After that, Mr. Sparkle converts the Sparklemon into its container. Then Homer and Lisa go to the Well of Ice, where they defeat Ralph's Sparkle from Mr. Dirt's banishment. Then, riding an airship into the sky in the final area, they enter the Well of Air, defeating Sherry and Terry's Unicorn Sparklemon. After that, they restore the Sparklemon to the village as well, freeing Mr. Sparkle from Mr. Dirt's banishment. As he leaves, Mr. Sparkle cleans the place and turns Mr. Dirt into the ever-pathetic Millhouse, who surrenders his Mr. Dirt keycard. As Homer and Lisa leave, the 3 Sparklemon beat up Millhouse.
Mr. Sparkle has risen from his banishment in the underworld. Now I must return to my corporation, where I am mascot for celery-flavored soy chip. Celsoy kills the hunger demon, but graciously adopts his children. Celsoy, Celsoy! But first, I will cleanse the world of Mr. Dirt.
I guess I should give you this key card now.
Ew, no way. I saw you picking your nose with it.
Dad, we need the key to save everyone we know. Just take it. Dad!
Hey, come on, guys, take it easy. My glasses!
It is now time for the second to last level, 5 characters in search of an author. Using the keycards, the Simpsons gain access to the creator's mansion. However, the 8-bit Simpsons can't believe that they made it this far and only got 4 points, referring to the keycards which they thought were the Simpsons' score. Inside the mansion, Homer and Bart start things off by peeing in the creator's yard. Meanwhile, the creator, otherwise known as Matt Groening, aka Graining according to the game, sees the 2 delinquents in the act and sends out the attack force. After correcting his secretary that it's pronounced Graining, not Groaning, eventually Homer and Bart make it to the Groaning private chambers, where he has them battle Benders and Dr. Zoidbergs summoned through quick sketches. However, Homer uses his ball form to roll up a slope and break the catwalk that Groaning stood upon. After that, Homer and Bart start kicking him. Lisa asks why he betrayed his own creations. Groaning pretends to be sorry, shortly before hitting the game engine's self-destruct button.
Now, if you'll excuse me...
Video game engine self-destruct button?
So long, suckers!
He escapes in his helicopter just before leaving and writes his signature on the window midair.
The dirt has prevailed.
And we have made it to game over. The characters from the games escape from their crumbling worlds. The Simpsons and all the characters escape through the only portal that held, which is the Springfield portal. Safe in the Simpsons house, Bart points out that the aliens are still attacking. Lisa then decides to go to one authority higher than Matt Groening, God. She uses her hand of Buddha power to construct a tower which the Simpsons and other inhabitants of Springfield use to reach heaven. Before Homer and Bart can get through the gate with Marge and Lisa, William Shakespeare closes them off, for no reason. For no reason, he starts attacking using exploding Yorick skulls. After Homer and Bart defeat him, Bart and Lisa explore heaven. They then encounter powered up enemies, only with halos over their heads, including aliens, loggers, chocolate rabbits and dolphins. Eventually they build another skybox. From the other one comes Benjamin Franklin, who attacks them using lightning from his key. After they defeat him, they proceed up the stairway. They then see God playing a video game. They demand that he ends the madness, but instead he attacks the family in a Dance Dance Revelations battle to rock you like a hurricane. The family has to defeat his prey station, Exodus box, and his he by stepping on the arrows in the right time to destroy the enemies and keep them from hurting his life bar. After the Simpsons eliminate God's consoles, Bart threatens to drop God's memory card if he doesn't help them and explain everything. Since he's at the final boss of Oblivion and can't bear to start over again, God concedes. He explains that the Simpsons are just video game characters designed by computer nerds in cubicles to be controlled by other computer nerds in their bedrooms. It appears like God has become immersed in playing a game called The Planet Earth, in which the Simpsons game is just a mini-game of. God then explains how Bart found the game manual after God agrees to fix Springfield and all the other games, give video game characters better working conditions, let the Simpsons keep their powers, and supposedly granting Homer 3 wishes. Lisa asks him if he wonders if he's a video game character too. While God claims how dumb that sounds, the camera shows Ralph Wiggum was playing the game the whole time. Then he notices the player and tells his dad that people are looking at him. And this grants me the final 2 achievements of the story.
Daddy, someone's looking at me.
Upon completing the story, I then do all the time trials for every single story level and get every single collectible, and then beat the story level in the recommended time. Now, this grants me the rest of the achievements and the end of the video. I'll put all the achievements up now on the screen for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.